This is Daniel. Being a lover of coffee, Daniel owns his own cafe business and has 20 employees in his cafe. This makes Daniel's cafe a micro, small, and medium enterprise, as it is defined by the number of employees, as well as the capital, assets, and sales by the company. With his cafe running in Malaysia, where it is ranked 25th for being globally competitive, Daniel finds it a challenge to meet the real potentials of his cafe business. Right, Daniel? Do you know why? Alright, let me tell you why. Here are the two main reasons: the lack of access to finance and the lack of market access and internationalization. Reason number 1. Lack of access to finance. In the ASEAN region, MSMEs have very limited access to finance. Some examples of how MSMEs lack access to finance are the lack of financing programs for MSMEs and the lack of data on MSMEs themselves, as well as the lack of standardized financing practices among MSMEs. Did you know that not more than 60% of MSMEs in these ASEAN countries have access to bank loans? And shockingly, around 50% of these business owners are unserved or underserved by their financial institutions in their country. The economic development of MSMEs in ASEAN is not as stable as those in the global market. This means that it is a high risk for MSMEs to handle transactions or payments as they lack of credible credit information and history. So, how would the lack of access to finance affect MSMEs' global competitiveness? Also, did you know that you could branch out your company to the online world? Hence, reason number 2. Lack of market access globally and digitally. With millions of people, a growing middle class, and rising internet penetration, ASEAN member states are often considered as the next gold rush for e-commerce. So, what does all this actually mean? E-commerce, also known as electronic commerce, is the purchase of services and goods, typically designed for the purpose of placing and receiving orders via the internet. Online shopping websites like Amazon and Taobao, and online private car hire services like Uber and Grab are various examples of e-commerce. Retail e-commerce is also an integral part of ASEAN's economy. Malaysia, for example, has a number of trades that make online retail a viable sector. For instance, their high internet and smartphone penetration levels, heavy credit card usage, and a good transportation infrastructure. But the online retail segment has a relatively small footprint on ASEAN's economy. Looking at Uber as an example, they are branching out from being an online service that provides private taxi service to also being a food delivery service, thus competing with other food delivery services like Deliveroo and Foodpanda. This is exactly how MSMEs are losing out in the global market due to the lack of market access to e-commerce. In other words, how can MSME owners in ASEAN like Daniel tap onto the up and rising e-commerce market? Now, it is your job to find a solution to help Daniel. How can you help MSME owners like Daniel improve and develop their business by solving these problems? How else is e-commerce affecting MSMEs in ASEAN? How can the ASEAN economic community help MSMEs to become ready for the global market? Daniel is excited to hear from you.